Most people are emotional. Millionaires think in probabilities. Let me repeat that. Most people are emotional. Millionaires think in probabilities. Think about it. When you buy something, what's the first thing you consider? How do I feel about it? Do I feel like wearing this dress? Do I feel like reading that book? Do I feel like starting that business? It's no wonder most people never achieve extraordinary results. They let emotions dictate their actions instead of the other way around. But millionaires don't ask themselves, do I feel like doing this? They ask, what's the upside? What's the downside? What's the risk? In other words, they think in terms of probabilities. They don't rely on luck or hope. Instead, they base their decisions on a rational analysis of the potential rewards and risks involved. This is why most people will never have enough money. They don't know how to evaluate a situation and calculate the chances of success. But if you want to change your life, you must start thinking like a long-term investor. You need to be able to filter out all the noise, all the distractions that pull your attention away from what really matters. And then you need to make decisions that will compound over time. Decisions that don't just pay off today, but next year and 10 years later. Compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. It's the key to building wealth slowly and steadily over time, but it requires patience and discipline. You can't just jump from one investment to the next, hoping to get rich quick. That's the path to ruin. When it comes to money, there are two types of people. Those who want to get rich quickly and those who want to get rich slowly but steadily. The first group will never achieve their goal. They'll spend their lives chasing rainbows, always looking for the next big thing, the next get-rich-quick scheme. But the second group, the ones who are willing to invest time and effort into building a solid financial foundation, they're the ones who will eventually reach their destination. It's like the difference between gambling and investing. A gambler places their bets based on luck or gut feeling. An investor evaluates the odds, studies the data, and makes calculated decisions based on probability. And just like in gambling, where the house always wins in the long run, so does the person who thinks in terms of probabilities when it comes to money. But here's the best part. You don't need to be a millionaire to start thinking like one. You don't need to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth. All you need is the willingness to learn from those who have already achieved success and apply their principles to your own life. So how do you start thinking like a millionaire? First, you need to identify and eliminate your bad habits. These are the things that you do every day that are holding you back from achieving your goals. For example, if you're constantly distracted by social media, you need to make a conscious effort to stay focused and avoid those distractions. This might mean turning off notifications, setting specific times to check your phone, or even deleting social media apps from your phone entirely. Next, you need to focus on delayed gratification. This means being willing to forego immediate pleasure or reward in order to achieve a greater outcome in the future. For example, if you want to build wealth, you need to be willing to save money now rather than spend it on unnecessary things. Then you need to learn how to manage your emotions. This is especially important when it comes to money. If you're angry or upset, it's easy to make impulsive decisions that you'll later regret. So take a step back and think rationally before making any major financial decisions. Finally, you need to develop a growth mindset. This means being open to new ideas and ways of doing things. It also means being willing to take risks and learn from your mistakes. With a growth mindset, you'll be able to constantly improve and move closer to your goals. These are just a few of the things that you can do to start thinking like a millionaire. Remember, it's not about being born with a silver spoon in your mouth. It's about the willingness to learn and apply the principles that have been proven to work. If you're willing to put in the work, you can achieve extraordinary results. So don't let your emotions dictate your actions. Start thinking like a long-term investor. If you're serious about building wealth, subscribe now. Your future self will thank you.